and good Friday morning to meteorologist Travis Klineski. Here we're celebrating because it's March. It is meteorological spring. Not really feeling like spring, but at least today is a better day of weather. Now, we've had a little bit of light snow overnight across the northern half of the state. Not much with that. That's moving to the east. Then we'll kind of be looking at a mix of clouds and sun the rest of the day. I do want to point out, and you can see it by about 5 o'clock here. I'm going to back this up just a little bit. Look at the wind shift this afternoon. It's kind of by the middle part of the day up in the northwest, kind of splitting the state in half, with the southeast half seeing more of a southerly wind, the northwest half seeing a northwest wind. There's a cold front that's moving in. So it'll move through the Tri-Cities probably around 2, 3 o'clock this afternoon, and the winds will become fairly brisk this afternoon out of the north and northwest. It won't affect southeast Nebraska till this evening, but those winds, they're going to increase. Temperatures will start to fall off later on today behind that cold front, and they'll drop tonight. Now, not a plunge, but it will be a cold night ahead of us. Meanwhile, increasing clouds. Now, here's the other thing I want to mention with that front coming through. Now, the good news is the winds don't look to stay strong all night long. They'll start to slowly die down through the overnight hours. So our strongest winds mid to late afternoon hours, very early this evening. Snow moves in out west after midnight, moves into central Nebraska as we move towards early tomorrow morning. So we may start the day off on Saturday with a little snow falling around the Tri-Cities, light to moderate snow falling. Tomorrow, daytime chance will mostly be in Nebraska, I say, especially near and north of Highway 6. Northern Kansas, not as much, but we'll see this fall throughout the day tomorrow. A little bit of a breeze out of the northeast out there, and of course a cold day behind that cold front as well. As we get towards the end of the day, some of the snow may start to fall apart just a little bit and then kind of redevelop or start to see that development more across the south, I would say, especially south of Highway 6, so far as southern Nebraska, northern Kansas, southwest Nebraska. Now, this model is not very aggressive with snow Saturday night and early Sunday morning, but the areas that you see the snow, I could potentially see it maybe being a little more aggressive. This will continue through early Sunday morning. As we go through the morning hours Sunday, then things will start to wind down. Now, it will be a brisk morning, a brisk day, and it's going to be frigid out there. Temperatures probably below zero to start off Sunday morning and not rising much during the day Sunday, which means dangerously cold wind chills. So we'll likely see a wind chill advisory set up for a large part of the area for Sunday morning and again on Monday morning here. So first off, let's go with snowfall totals. And this is the one I agree with the most, this forecast model that paints the picture of around 1 to 2.5, maybe as much as 3 inches around the Tri-Cities area. Totals under an inch across the far north and the far northeast, although I could see them maybe around an inch around Ainsworth or so. But higher totals across the south and the west. 3 to 5 inches of snow is kind of the number I'm going with right now. So especially favoring our northern Kansas counties, southwest Nebraska counties here. Now, the National Weather Service offices in North Platte and in Goodland, Kansas have issued out a winter weather advisory for western portions of Nebraska. It starts at midnight tonight and continues until 6 a.m. Sunday morning in west central and northwest Nebraska. And in southwest Nebraska, the Goodland National Weather Service has put that out from 6 o'clock tomorrow night through 9 a.m. So that's that second band that comes through affecting southwest Nebraska, northwest Kansas. Each area could see the potential up to 3 to 5 inches of snowfall. I'd probably put it more at 2 to 5 inches, especially when you start talking about the sandhills of Nebraska up around Valentine, west of Valentine, I should say. Now, eventually, I think our north central Kansas counties will be put into a winter weather advisory. I don't anticipate a winter storm warning, as I think the higher totals of snow will likely be down into that Interstate 70 corridor and southward, so central and southern Kansas. So we're kind of getting away from getting the heavy snowfall out of the system here. And for the most part, I think the Tri-Cities will probably stay away from any kind of a weather advisory or warning until we start talking about the cold. Then we're talking about wind chill warnings or advisories being issued, but that's for the second half of the weekend. So highs today, it's the best we've had all week long. It's nowhere near our average high, which is now 45 for March 1st in Grand Island and Hastings. It's 44 in Kearney, around 30. Upper 20s and lower 30s for most of us, maybe mid-30s in southwest Nebraska. Up north, maybe low to mid-20s as that cold front comes through. Tonight, we're down into the single digits and teens, upper single digits, low to mid-teens for lows. And then tomorrow's highs, only in the teens, maybe some lower 20s in the southeast. So much colder air back on Saturday, and it's going to get even colder than that Saturday night as that storm system's continuing, especially northern Kansas. We're talking about the most frigid conditions the farther north you go, or we'll be closer to 10 below zero. And these are your actual temperatures, not wind chills. single digits above or below 0 as you get into southern Nebraska and northern Kansas. And then Sunday for highs, no better than the single digits, maybe 10 in the far southeast and out towards the west. I'm going with about 5 in the Tri-Cities. A very cold Sunday ahead of us, and that does not include the wind chill. The winds are going to be 10 to 20 miles per hour. The wind chills will be much colder than that. And here's a look at those possible wind chills as we look ahead here. Sunday morning, wind chills 20 to 30 below for most of us, maybe closer to 15 below in southwest Nebraska. So already dangerously cold. And then watch as we push towards Sunday night. We could be looking at wind chills of 25, almost 30 below 0. So dangerously cold wind chills ending the weekend and going into early next week. How about that 7-day forecast? Well, again, you can see the falling temperatures over the next couple of days. The main snow chance for the Tri-Cities will come between about 4 a.m. Saturday morning and about 9 a.m. Sunday morning. So it could be a period of about 29 hours or so. This doesn't look like a real heavy snowfall. I think this is going to be mostly a light snow and at times a moderate snow, so that's why I'm saying 1 to 3 inches for the Tri-Cities area. Then following that, of course, the bitterly cold temperatures. The actual low temperature Sunday night and Monday morning could get as cold as 9 below, maybe 10 below here in the Tri-Cities. Some places could be in the teens below 0. A high of only 12 on a sunny Monday, but a cold Monday out there. Monday night back down to the single digits. Tuesday, a high around 20. I think we might be lucky to get to 20, to be honest, and it will be breezy, so it's not going to be a real warm day out there. We do have a lot of sunshine. By the time we start getting back into the mid and upper 20s on Wednesday and Thursday, well, we have increasing clouds on Wednesday with a slight chance of snow Wednesday afternoon, a better chance Wednesday night, especially after midnight. Some of that may linger into your Thursday. It doesn't look significant, but could cause some issues. And then kind of looking long range, 10-day forecast, still not warming up even beyond that towards about the 9th or 10th of the month, although that's not set in stone yet. But you can certainly see what sticks out, and that's that Sunday time frame, that Saturday through Monday time frame, or Saturday through Tuesday time frame, really sticking out as well below average. So March's not starting off real great after today here. I will tell you though right now, looking at some long-range models as we push towards the middle of the month, around the 15th, 16th, they're trying to warm us up a little bit, maybe at least getting us back to around our average high, which by that point would be closer to 50 degrees by the middle of March here. So we're going to try to get closer to that, and it looks like we'll get away from the bitterly cold air, the really cold temperatures. That said, our active weather pattern could continue. There are some models that are actually hitting at severe weather towards the middle of the month, but at this point it's just so far-fetched because, well, 1, it's so far away from us, but 2, because it's been so cold and snowy lately here. So this is what we're going to leave you with, though, as you see that long-range forecast. Otherwise, I'll show you that 7-day forecast one more time to kind of give you an idea of what we could be looking at. And again, that snowfall potential here this weekend, it doesn't look like a super heavy snowfall. I don't think it'll be a major winter storm, but could have bigger impacts, especially as you go towards the southwest. That's where the highest amounts of snow will be, 3 to 5 inches, with 1 to 3 around the Tri-Cities area. So, going to leave you with that. Thank you all for watching. Happy Nebraska birthday today. Happy March Day. I'm glad it's March. It's meteorological spring. Granted, it doesn't feel like it, but hey, you know what? We're inching closer to spring. That's the one sign of good news. As you get into March, you start to feel a little more spring-like, a little more spring in your step, so to speak. So, with that, thank you all for watching. I do appreciate it very much. I will wish you all a great weekend. I'll see you all again bright and early Monday morning. Sun will be coming up probably about 7:04 in the morning on Monday morning here. Of course, we have the time change coming next weekend. That's the weekend of the 9th and 10th of March. So anyway, with that, I'll wish you all a good one. Have a great day. Enjoy your day. Take care, and God bless. Bye.